David Olson here, Guitar Center, Minority Clinic, DaveTV rocks.
What's up, man? This is DaveTV. I'm out here at this Lone Star Metal Fest in San Antonio, Texas, where heavy metal is real, man. It does not go soggy in milk. We're here with Fire from the Gods. How are you fellas doing?
Doing good, man. Good.
You blew it up there, man. That set that you did was knocking them out, man. I think you were first up today, and people were walking in when you were playing, and I saw the looks on their faces. They followed the ears, you know. What the hell? So, great sound, great set. You guys are based out of Austin, Texas, right?
Correct, sir.
Very good. The story I've heard is the man right here. He's kind of good at making some voices and whatnot. Yeah. He's got a bit of vocal talent, and there's a bunch of clips up on YouTube if you haven't seen them. And
yo, when he won the world, and he won disorder, now somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Rush up and at the skies when they will fade away. Which is a gentle reminder that never really dies. Well, don't you say I had a part of it? Guess we'll never know. Or would you say I had a part of it? I guess we'll never know.
how did you guys get together?
Well, basically, these guys have been established for a real long time. You know, and they kind of hit me up. We kind of crossed paths, and it was magic, pretty much magic from there. So a lot of credit goes to these guys. They pretty much laid the foundation.
We used to, it's just me and him, and then these two were in different bands that we used to always play with, and then once they were done with that, they ended up joining us, and then so we've been doing it for about 2 years.
It's been years and years in the making, so yeah. We finally feel like we have a freaking product that, like, man, let's go do it, let's kill it, you know.
David from A Headbang for the Highway turned me on to you guys. You won the competition at the Dirty Dog to play at this festival, huh?
Yes.
How's that experience? You're up there with all these hungry bands that are up there just beating their heads against the wall, man, and all comrades. I know how Austin is. It's a little cutthroat, but everybody is incestuous, you know, like you say. All the bands switch out. So, was that a good experience?
Yeah, I mean, we met a ton of bands that we hadn't gotten to play with before, and they all, I mean, every band at that event was a pretty great band, you know, and I don't know. I felt like we weren't going in to win anything. We were just like, let's go do this show, man. You know, it'll be fun. And luckily, it turned out really good. And we played with our buddies. You know, all of our buddies came and played this. So
yeah,
we're all pretty proud.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The cool thing about the metal scene is that we got everybody of different races, genders, all that good shit, cultures, ethnicities, and we still right here throwing down. Ain't nobody hating, ain't nobody pissed off. That's the lovely thing. Because you have a motherfucking politician, they want you to believe we can't coexist, and that's bullshit. We're doing it right now.
I'm really heavy. I'm like an old man, even though I'm young. Kind of sit at home watching C-SPAN and stuff like that all day long. And I'm just really in tune with like politics and a lot of social issues and stuff like that. And I'm really passionate about it. So I kind of wanted to reflect that, I guess, in our music, because that's really what it's all about at this point. There's a lot of bands out there that kind of talk about, you know, the cliche and stuff like that. We kind of want to bring our own twist and really talk about it. When you hear us, you know, it's still heavy, but you're really getting a message out of it. So, yes, sir. Let's make it a point to kind of mention that, because it is a lovely thing that in metal, you know, we all can kind of come together. We can all coexist. We can do that thing But yeah, I mentioned a lot of racial issues because as a lot of people don't want to talk about them, it still exists. I just want to, I think with metal, it's kind of everybody kind of puts that behind them. And everybody really just sees everybody as just one person, one being. We really don't look at color, age, and all that good stuff. It's really a lovely thing that metal, we can do that. So I try to like talk about those I guess racial issues, but in the same respects, make it understood that in metal that's kind of put on the background.
It's fire from the gods, you guys, and if you enjoy it, let them know. Hit them up on their Facebook, your YouTube. All right, man. Well, thanks for taking some time for DaveTV, man. Cool. Thank you, fellas.
But if you catch us on YouTube, we got a music video out for this song. It's called Any Means. Y'all come to the fucking party with us.
I'm Patrick. I play guitars.
I'm Alex, and I play bass and backup vocals.
I'm Chris, and I'm the lead vocalist.
I'm Brandon, and I play rock and roll guitar.
I'm Corey, and I play drums.
How did you come together as an Austin, Texas band?
We're not originally from Austin. I ended up moving to Austin, and they still live in Killeen, Texas. But I mean, I call it home now, and I think it's just a better way of marketing ourselves. Because where we're from, nobody really knows. So it's just better to say we're from Austin because everybody knows where that's at.
So, playing in Austin, Dirty Dog's a pretty good place, I think, for the type of music you guys are playing.
Yeah, Dirty Dog is
that's our home.
That's our home. So, I mean, they got great staff, great bartenders. They always take care of us. The sound's immaculate. I mean, they're always upgrading and they're trying to push out to be the next emos on 6. I mean, honestly, that's what I think. We've been on a few tours. We've been out of state. We've been to California and Albuquerque and Tucson and some other places.
Pretty much all over
Texas. Like, we've already covered Texas pretty much. Except way maybe up in the Panhandle.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, we pretty much got it on lock.
That's cool, man.
Now we're just trying to take that next step and get out there even more and tour full time.
This gig, it was a contest kind of a thing?
Yeah, our management booking company, Come and Take It Productions, Anthony, you're the man. He approached us and was like, hey, I got Headbang for the Highway coming through and they want us to put on a battle of the bands to win a spot to play Lone Star Metal Fest, and we accepted it. We came out, we gave it everything we got, and we ended up winning.
How did you guys get hooked up with playing Warps?
We went on another Battle of the Bands thing for Guitar Center, and we just put in our submission and got promoted it and voted it, and ended up getting an email like a week before. Like he was about to go to Florida for our family reunion. And like he had to turn around in midday. Like I called him and I was like, yo, we're playing Warped Tour, and he's like, what? And I was like, yeah. So he had to turn around from Bryan College Station just to come back so we could play the gig. But I mean, Warped Tour was awesome. It was really hot, but it was well worth it. We got a lot of exposure. Great tunes.
Right. Where's it all coming from, man? How do you write this stuff?
He doesn't sleep for 3 days.
Well, I have this weird method that I have. I usually stay up like a day and a half without no sleep, and my mind, I don't know, it kind of works on its own. And I just like think about the things that I used to do and things I used to have. You know, like just stuff that people can relate to.
Yeah. That's
basically.
cool,
And that's like what our message is. Like, we're not trying to put anything out there negative. We're like, pretty much, we're not gonna tell you what to do, but we're trying to put out like a positive message, but at the same time express what we've gone through and what we felt.
It's basically like we're telling the people, like, most of our songs are kind of negative sometimes, but it's like letting them know that, you know, no matter how hard it gets, it always gets better in the end. Because when I write my lyrics, it's usually like that.
Yeah.
Like, it gets better in the end. You just keep going.
Here to tell the story.
We're trying to get into the studio, hopefully in February, to put out a brand new EP. We want to shoot for 6 songs. So after this, if any other big shows come up, I mean, we may play them, but for the most part, we're just going to focus on writing and getting that one CD out there to all the other people, because, I mean, we have digital copies online and stuff like that, but it's so much better just having like a solid copy to hand to somebody.
It really is.
They really like that. People do enjoy CDs now. It's weird.
It's a hand-to-hand combat, I call it, you know. It's good times.
Where we come from is not even like Killeen, it's Lampasas, Texas.
Oh, I know Lampasas. Don't drink the water.
So they really take to our music too well, and it was just kind of one of those, this is kind of...
Yeah, last time we played there, it's an old lady that came out with a shotgun, so... yeah,
but
it's not gonna happen again.
We all come from that town. I mean, he comes from Killeen, but most of all of us come from Lampasas, and he comes from the Philippines. I mean, he's been in America for 4 years, and we started building up a fan base, and this is where we're at now. I mean,
yeah, man.
Playing huge festivals, playing Warped Tour, meeting new people every day. It's what we live for. So.
Absolutely.
We're working hard.
It's always an upward climb, man. I'll tell you. You know,
it's not easy. I mean, everybody thinks being in a band is nothing. Like, it's not a job, but it's a lot of work.
Everyone thinks floor is
so. It's a lot of work, and it's really expensive. It's probably one of the biggest investments we've all put in.
If you plan to make a band, prepare yourself to sleep on floors a lot. And don't even cry about it, because it's part of it.
We have Instagram. We don't really have a Twitter because we don't really care about Twitter.
Wow, you can find our music on iTunes, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks for spending some time with DaveTV, folks.
No problem. Thank you.
I saw it with both of my eyes. You can't get yourself from saying it, but you're too stubborn to say everything around you is falling. It's under rainbow. I try to save you from this, but you keep finding your way into the darkness. I forgive, but I won't forget. No remorse, no regret. I will live my life the way I want to, and the way you should. Just stop and listen. I'll destroy you one by one, but you can't revive it. The forest. If I only had the strength, I'd stay alive and spit on your ashes. I will run you down and spit on your ashes. I will run you down and spit on your ashes. Let's go. I forget what I will forget. No remorse, no regrets. I forget what I will forget. No remorse, no coming out your mouth. Say it, think of that you flow me again. Maybe it's a shame, but then again people don't say. So what can I do? Run my whip that fake things on you.
The voices just got my head and taking over. They're telling me that my life is a danger. Let's chase that the silence will back forever. I believe this is my door up and down. your hands. Show me what you can fucking do. Take my hands. Don't let me fade away. Don't let me fade away. Don't let me fade away. Wait for you to die. Don't let me fade away.
We got time for one more song. Get those hands up high. My friend Dan's gonna take a picture of all of us today. Get them up high. On the count of 3, scream as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. Thank you guys so much. This last song is the title track of our newest record. If you know these words, if they mean something to you, I want you to close your eyes. But I need everyone to get your hands back up as high as you can get them. Thank you so much for supporting heavy music. None of us would be here without you guys. Have a great time today and enjoy yourselves. I'd rather die for what I believe than live a life without meaning. Sing it. I'd rather die for what I believe.
much. We'll see you next year.